as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is Tony Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Prescott on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At the 35-yard line. 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
On third down, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Check, 47. Ready?
Now Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Now Elliott. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
I got you. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, boy.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw it is Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
47 the mark, boys. 47. Check, 47.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
8 yards to go on second down. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. They look to throw. It's Locke. And Gordon's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings,
now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, That would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brent Urban there to get him down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Block working out of the gun. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
First down, Broncos.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And McManus able to put it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. After the turnover, here's Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From the 27th, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. The give is to Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott now. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. To throw again on second down. Lock. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Locke. Going right back to Fant. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Locke gonna throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Here's Locke to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half.
All day, every day. All day, every day.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple...
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Gordon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Block now to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This looks like a free play for Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Purcell. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down at 5. Looking to throw. Lock throwing the out route and complete. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Lock. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
42 to the mark, boys. 42 to the mark.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Trucks over him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Let's go.
Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw it is Lock. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Lock. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Locke. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for this.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? you're taking charge.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
42's the mark, 42's the mark. Under 10, 10.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They look to throw. It's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Locke over the middle, complete to Judy. And down he'll go at the 25.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Locke working out of the gun. On the slant, it's Fant. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Able to find Judy, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge. I
like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Throwing here, Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Prescott to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 10th carry now for Elliott. Runs through the contact. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with